Hey, look at that! Look at that! No shit!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What's up, guys? It's the Nightwing Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another League of Legends video here today, talking about the LPL Spring Split 2020 Finals preview. JDG versus Top Esports. Jackeylove was able to get on Top Esports after not having a team for most of the Spring Split. He was able to take down his former team in IG and get to the finals. Last Spring Split in 2019, it wasn't all rainbows and sunshines for JDG. They had a miracle run in the playoffs. They took down FPX and they just took down FPX again. They have a much stronger roster this time around. And coming into this matchup, we are going to have a brand new LPL champion. It won't be FPX. It won't be IG, it won't be RNG, it won't be EDG, it is going to be one of these guys. And obviously, being in the finals last year with players like Jackeylove in Zoom, it's going to be a little bit more easier for these players, obviously, to understand what actually needs to happen. Now, in terms of how Top basically just destroyed Invictus Gaming right now, looking at how they want to play, you'd think that Karsa would gank for Knight more, but Karsa tends to obviously gank for bot lane a lot more too. I think that Karsa gives Knight effectively what he needs, but Karsa doesn't really gank a lot for Top in general. I mean, we don't really see him go top, we don't really see him go mid, we don't really see him go bot. He likes to get a lot of invades to put himself ahead. He likes to ward effectively. I think this has been Karsa's, quote-unquote worst split he's had in quite some time. This is obviously from when he was on RNG as well, where he had pretty good splits as well. And this is also counting in his other years on Flash Wolves and all those international performances. This is like one of the more worst years I've seen from him. But I think that if he can just stabilize Kanavi, who is the Spring Split MVP, I think Kanavi's playing a lot better right now. I think that looking at how both players have played over the years, Karsa still has incredibly high highs, but we do want to see what Kanavi is able to actually put out. If he can put out the performance he did against FPX, against Top Esports, it's going to be really easily favored for JDG. Also, I have a bet going on in my podcast right now, so I need one of these teams to win, actually. Because if I win, I get a skin, but if he wins, he gets a skin. So, you also have Zoom, who played really well against the Shy, and then Top have 369. Damn you fine. And you also have to think that both top laners want to have either the weak side matchup or the strong side matchup, or you could see them on like Gangplank or Aatrox or Orin is what I've commonly seen them on. Zoom coming back into the roster make them effectively a whole lot better, and I'm thinking that he's going to have a bigger impact for JDG than 369 will have for Top. Now, Top's biggest asset right now is Knight. Knight is looked at as one of the best mid laners in the world. He's obviously played like one of the best mids in the world. He looks incredibly strong. Jackeylove can hold his own against Knight, but looking at how Knight effectively was able to go toe-to-toe with Rookie, who was his biggest competition still from all this time in the LPL, if he's able to go toe-to-toe with Rookie and then beat Rookie, he's definitely very strong. And I think to win, you're going to have to play through Knight and let him get certain picks like Syndra, like Zoe, like Orianna to really push this team forward. Then you have Jackeylove and Yanjia, who are actually strong too. I personally think that this bot lane needs a lot more time to synergize, and since they have basically a new bot lane, you still have to give that more favor to Loken and El Mao, because they are going to obviously have the better synergy. They're going to know how to play out lane matchups more effectively better. And I think that going from both how teams like to play in the LPL, very outplay orientated, very draft aggressive play styles. Now, looking at both teams, Top Esports definitely want to play aggressive early on, like all the LPL teams. But JDG, they can play aggressive, but they can also play more back too. They do like to thrive in more mid-game scenarios and more macro-orientated. Whereas Top, if they're not really ahead, they don't really win effectively. So, looking at this matchup, I personally think that JDG have more going for them. I think all Top really has is Knight and Jackeylove. Karsa hasn't been that effective you know, so far, but he did look good in their past series, so I will give that credit where credit is due. But I think that it's all going to come down to drafting for these teams and which priority they put in. Obviously, the better objective control and where they choose to go to Rift Herald obviously matters as well. And there's so many things you want to say about certain Chinese teams like these two, but they don't really effectively play towards a lot of what most regions do. Like the LCS likes to play for scaling, you know, solo mid comps, and then you have the LEC who thrives in aggression and objective control, and you have LCK who primarily plays pretty slow but are still making moves on the map. China likes to rely on outplays a lot in their insane talent, and since they have insane talent right now from both these squads, I do think that the better bot lane and the better top lane and jungler will prevail, and I'm going to predict that JDG win 3-1. They're going to win their first split after Imp retires from the roster last year. It feels kind of crazy that if Imp had stayed with the roster one more year, they would have got back to finals and had another shot at actually winning. But nevertheless, I'm predicting JDG to win 3-1. I think that top are incredibly strong, and if they actually beat JDG, I'm not too surprised. They're a strong team too, but we will have a new LPL champion, and that's it. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. I'm gonna go work on some more content for you guys, and you guys will see it in the up and coming days.
Hi there, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.